You then crushing my hand, biting my hand, yeah? Mucking my jodhpurs, and then, going on and trying to be offensive, hoping to offend me. It's not going to happen, but I'm saying again, I notice you seem to be predating any kind of reaction you get of any kind as though it justifies your repeated instigations. It's crap thinking. You're pretending you want to justify your continued hellish campaign towards me.
Hellish?
Well, a slight exaggeration, it's not exactly hellish, but, it's not heavenly. You know what I mean? Oh, you've slowed me down again. Congratulations, you win,
Just another moment, right? The only thing is this, right? You're going somewhere, right, to play on your fiddlesticks, and you have admitted that it might be shite, and that you might not accomplish what you want to accomplish, and that that the choice of music might be garbage, and a string might break.
These are statements that go without saying. For example, if I was going to play the fucking oboe, I might spit through it and hit a woman in the front row. It just goes without saying. That's life. You try and overcome these things. You overcome them rather than succumb to them. And then become, the creature I found in the ditch. The truth of the matter is, Wurzel, people like you bite fingers off the hand that feeds them. Yeah, that sums you up to a T. Somebody offers their hand down into your despair, and the human mind struggles with the concept that when they're helping someone, the person's biting fingers off them. It goes against morality, conscience, self-awareness, all these other wonderful things that are very, very important, that are completely lost on you, because the only thing that matters to you is how you're feeling. That's the only thing that matters to you, how you're feeling. And when you feel bad, you want somebody else to feel bad. But it's always somebody whom you don't fear consequence from, who you pretend their consequence predates your campaign against them. You just want them to feel bad because you feel bad, Wurzel, which is abominable.
You've just talked a load of shite. You just made up a load of nonsense.
I can't be conned, Wurzel. I can't be conned out of knowing what I know, right? I've seen it too many times. It does beggar belief, that people like you are basically that. When you feel bad, you target people you don't fear to try and see if you can make them feel bad. You're a shite person, Wurzel. In every conceivable way, you're a shite person, yeah? And, no matter if somebody's being kind to you, you're a shite person. If someone's being not kind to you, you are actually more seemingly respectful towards them, behind which I'm sure you have treachery in mind, whether that's justified or not. Towards kind people, Wurzel, you should make an exception. I've nothing bad about me. I've good intentions. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm going to the Albert Hall to do some good. I hope. And that's my intention. And I know everything you're going to say along these lines. You're not going to put me off. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah.
Hold on a moment. The thing is, right, a lot of people might like your music. They might not think it's shit. And you might not break a string, you probably will. And the reality situation is there might be no children there at the Albert Hall at all. And if they are, why are you so interested in children?
Wurzel, it's become abundantly clear, right? You're a sex offender.
You what? You're the fucking sex offender? You're the one that's wanting to touch children?
No. See, music's phenomenal, Wurzel. It's not really madness. It's the kind of thing that can move you without you touching it or it touching you. It can touch you, but you can't feel it. But you can feel it. You know, you can be touched by it, but you can't touch it. You can feel it, but you can't feel it. And it can move you, but it's invisible. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's a gift from God. And we all understand it to some extent or other. Yeah. And so that's the way music can reach out. And more importantly, in another way, it can inspire, enthuse, channel someone into a direction in life they otherwise wouldn't have gone. As I said earlier, they might be going to war. Yeah. However, if you get them all into an orchestra, well, there's a platoon that didn't go and kill somebody who is just slightly further away from them on the same wet rock. The point is, Wurzel, it's people like you who are behind war. You're troublemakers because you're not happy inside. You feel bad, right? And you think you're entitled to attack people if you think you can get away with it. Yeah, and if you can con them into the bargain, then that proves you're more intelligent than them. And if you can get them to feel that they are what you are, then you've traded places with them. You're a lunatic. Yeah? Your shit's garbage. It doesn't work on an adult human being. Yeah? You're pretending that I am what you are, which lets me see you're a fucking paedophile. Or at least these are the thoughts you have. These bad thoughts you want rid of, you want me to feel. I know my intention. My intention's always been good towards children, nothing but good. Yeah? If you have a bad thought, you don't have to do it. Yeah? So if you have bad thoughts and you haven't done it, we'll let it go. Yeah? Go and eat another turnip, another cake of shit. Right? Oh, I see what you've done, Wurzel. You were wanting to make me angry. And you think you've successfully made me angry. No, it's passion. Yeah, I'm passionate about things. You're just a weary, sleazy, fucking lowlife, gutter trash. Yeah, who I also have tried to help, whilst I'm going to try to help people who are in the poor seats, yeah? But every time I try and help people, Wurzel, there seems to be a common thread. Yeah? And all I'm pointing out is, you're a sex offender.
What on earth are you talking about? I've gone offended and everything over it.
Wurzel, you're a sex offender. Right? Right? I've seen it before. I've seen it in lots and lots of different people. You're a psychological would-be abuser. Right? And when you say things that you believe you deserve to be punished for, right? Then, if you get away with it, you ejaculate.
I've never had the likes of it in all my life.
Wurzel, every time you do that, you're ejaculating in front of a man, and since you're male, you're a homosexual, aggressive psychopath. All psychopaths are sex offenders, yeah? And the most impotent and cowardly of you are cerebral. You think you're covert operators, you're magical thinkers. You lack the mental equipment to exist in reality in that fucking turnip. Might as well be a cabbage.
It was actually going to be a cabbage, but I chose the turnip instead. Probably a bad choice, you know. It's a turnip for the books.
Wurzel, you don't seem to care. You know, which seems to be a common thread in all the people I've met. Well, the vast majority of them, you know. The greater propensity. You know, and what I'm pointing out to you is that you genuinely are horrible people, you know, who hope to offend each other psychologically, and if you can get away with it, you ejaculate. And children don't know this, Wurzel. You're a fucking disgrace. Yeah? A fucking disgrace. Yeah? Yeah? You're a aggressive, homosexual lunatic, right?
You're the lunatic. I've never had the likes of it in all my days.
Wurzel, you're doing it again. You're doing it again, right? And you're not even saying anything offensive. You're just continuing to hope that what you are is so outlandish to the mind of a human that basically I can be conned out of it, out of knowing that about you, so you can continue. Yeah, you can't, con me out of knowing what I keep seeing you doing.
What?
Wurzel, that. You're pretending, right? You're a magical thinker, and a wishful thinker. Right? You lack the true mental equipment necessary to exist in reality, where I exist, and do my level best to, accomplish things which are humane, humanitarian, overcome shite like you, and even give shite like you a hand up from the bloody gutter. Yet, I repeat, every time I do, I have the teeth marks to prove it. Yeah, that's why you end up in the fucking gutter, because it's where you fucking belong.
So you say, but I heard your mother used to actually work in the gutter.
Wurzel, once again, you're making up shite and hoping to offend me, right? You're pretending to know my mother, right? You've never met my mother, and you don't know anything about her. And she has never worked as a prostitute in the gutter, if that's what you're implying. Once again, you're hoping to offend me, and it's not going to work, yeah? I'm just going to go.
Well, I thought she was a great ride. Tuppence halfpenny.
Wurzel, honestly, mate, you're going to go on until I break your fucking turnip, right? And I'm not going to do it, right? First of all, there's a risk I could hurt my hand, right? And I don't want to hurt my hands any more than you've already damaged them for trying to help you, right? So I'm just going to keep on going, right, to the Albert Hall. However, I repeat for the last time, you're hoping I physically attack you, whether you're aware of it or not, because you know you're behaving in a manner which you know and you feel you deserve to be punished for. So if you behave in that manner and you feel you're getting away with deserving to be punished, then transference is taking place. You're trading places with me. You're giving me your shit. You feel that you're humiliating, degrading, conning, belittling, insulting, degrading, whatever, you believe you're giving me your shit. It never leaves the circumference of your skull, and it requires me to choose to react. And if I don't choose to react, then I don't have to suppress that reaction. So I'm not left with stress, right? You're trying to stress me out. And you know I'm going to the fucking Albert Hall to perform, to help kids. Nothing matters to you, Wurzel, except your chicken brain. How it feels. Yeah? It doesn't matter a fuck about your chicken brain.
Doesn't matter a fuck about you.
Obviously it does matter a fuck about me, or I wouldn't have a full Albert Hall bloody waiting on me now. Yeah? To hear me perform on my new violin that I hand built for the occasion. You don't matter a fuck, which is why you have a stick up your arse in a field most days.
Your voice broke and you sounded like a Jessie.
Wurzel, honestly, mate, there's nothing you can say I'm going to choose to have the reaction your spastic brain's hoping for. I don't give a fuck about you. I tried to help because it's human. I'm being myself. Right? Your shit's garbage. You think you've made me angry again. I'm not. I'm being me. You don't affect me. I'm speaking to you the exact same way I would speak to anyone who went on the same way as you, which I've done loads of times in the past. Yeah? I've met you so many fucking times, Wurzel. You genuinely are walking shit.
We're not walking though, are we?
Wurzel, yeah, we're not walking, and once again, you're pretending to yourself. That's a win. Yeah, that's a win. You're winning against me. And the competition only you're in, where you lose the fucking plot and completely forget what the original mission statement was. Anything will do in your magical thinking, yeah? Originally, you wanted to hurt me because you fell into a ditch after being dumped by, you know, what's her tits?
Aunt Sally.
Okay. But the point is, that was your original statement, so you thought you would covertly, hurt my hands, yeah. But the point is, here I am, like with muck on my trousers, right? I've got two hands which are now recovering nicely, right? You're holding me back deliberately. You've tried to offend me. You've tried to insult me. You've tried to belittle me. You've failed, right? You might think you're a success because I genuinely have muck on my trousers, because I genuinely have, somewhat more sore and scarred hands, and I have exhibited passion which you don't deserve, because you are a fucking scarecrow.
Why are you talking to a scarecrow then?
Wurzel, every time you ask a question, you know the fucking answer to it, There's no point me answering you anymore, right? Your questions are rhetorical, your statements are false, and your intentions are impure. I'm going.
Well, I believe that, although you're going to be doing something that seems very, very special, and very caring, I think because you are an ugly man, and because you are now covered in shit thanks to me, and because you now have my teeth marks in your violin hand, and because your bow hand must be throbbing, and you probably are going to break strings, and no one's going to like your performance because it's probably going to sound shit on your homemade DIY violin. You might as well just go home.
Wurzel. It's the guessing of a 3-year-old child who's been dropped on their head. That's what you're going over, right? See, when you guess, Wurzel, what does it mean?
I don't know.
Exactly. When you guess, it's because you don't know, right? And the fact is, you don't know because you lack components of your brain which would allow you to see yourself and to know, right? Even if you were a bad human, you would know these things you're saying are shit, they're garbage, they wouldn't work on a fucking 3-year-old child. But I'm fully cognizant you're trying to offend me. I'm fully cognizant you're hoping I choose to react, then have to suppress my right to execute you, smash your fucking turnip into mash, right? And if I do that, if I have that and do that, then I'll be, stressed, if I don't. Right? I'm not having the reaction you're hoping for. You're delusional, right? I am repeating, you lack knowledge, you lack insight, you lack the ability to know what you're guessing. Otherwise you wouldn't be guessing. You'd be stating fact, and you'd either have a good reason for it or a bad reason. But you have a bad intention and you're a know-nothing. Yeah, you're just guessing and hoping for as long as I give you the fucking time of day.
I never understood a word of that.
I don't give a fuck what you say about anything, Wurzel, right? You just talk shite constantly, and that's that. And you are offensive, you are disgusting, you are repulsive, but your brain thinks that's a choice alone. Nah, in parallel, you truly are disgusting. That's a description, not a reaction. Yeah, you truly are repulsive, irrespective of the fact you're trying to repulse me. So I have this reaction, this knee-jerk reaction, because you genuinely believe I can't knock fuck out of you. You're a scarecrow, I could pull the stuffing out of you and make another fucking haystack for that field. Yeah, I could have left you in that fucking ditch. I didn't have to help you, you thankless stupid cunt. You're pretending to yourself. Shite like you always look for an excuse to pretend. The consequence predates the instigation. Repeated instigation until you find it. Yeah? It's crap. What a shite person you are. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And with that, Wurzel smashes Stradivarius as hard as he can in the face and makes off with his violin down the road.
I win!
Wurzel falls and slides down another ditch. When he gets to the bottom of it, his head hits the ground and shoots off into a distant field. Right? And Stradivarius looks down and sees yet another tiny, tiny little stone that had led to Wurzel staggering and falling. And fortunately, Stradivarius's violin was dropped, so he picks it up and goes to go on his way to the Albert Hall. Whereupon he hears Wurzel shouting from the distant field and his headless body looking for the missing turnip.
Go on, help me out. Give us an hand. Give us an hand. Please, please. Go on, please. If you put my head back on my body, I promise I'll be good this time.
Stradivarius ignores him and just continues on his way to the Albert Hall. Gets there in good time, right? And then goes on stage and performs, the performance of a lifetime, phenomenally. And basically inspires the children at the back of the room who, their eyes lit up during the performance. Their hearts, their souls were inspired, moved. Yeah, and afterwards, Stradivarius decides to come amongst the people who were giving him rapturous standing applause.
I'd just like to say, Stradivarius, that performance tonight were absolute gone brillianted.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Put a lot into it. I've been through a lot just before performing it, and it meant a lot to me. No more or less than it meant this morning. However, I'm glad I accomplished it.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Really, really nice to meet you. Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I thought it was a fantastic performance, and I think you're going to go from strength to strength because of it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's really, really nice meeting you as well. Nice meeting you as well.
Stradivarius, I can't begin to tell you. That moved me. It moved everyone I know who's here, and basically it was absolutely gone brillianted. You're through to the next round.
Yeah, well, thanks. I'm really, really quite pleased about that. And do come again next time I'm putting on another gig. Which might be sometime in the future. But I look forward to it, and thanks again for your appreciation. Yeah.
Hi, I was just sitting there with some friends, and I heard your performance as well, and did you make that violin yourself?
Yeah, I did. I made the violin myself, and it took me quite a long time. I really put a lot of love into it, put a lot of care into it, and it's one of many prototypes, and I think it's the best one by a distance.
I thought that, because you can tell it's homemade.
I know what you mean. However, I've heard it put different ways, tonight, and I think you're implying that it's like something that's been made out of a plank and doesn't sound that good. It sounds like something like a child could make from flotsam or jetsam.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, it does. I think it actually does sound kind of like a bit too, like homemade.
yeah, it's the second time you've kind of tried to engineer that statement. It doesn't work on me, you know. I know what you're saying. I don't believe what you're saying, and that's that. You know, it's just like you're pretending that all these people who loved it are wrong.
Well, there's not many of them who are experts, and you know, so basically, it's just that, you know, my advice is to actually buy a violin for next time.
Well, who would I buy the violin from? Because, you know, I make them, and I'm quite renowned for making them. And also, that violin sounded excellent. I didn't expect it to sound so good in this chamber, and I think it added something to the whole ambience, you know. And what you're pretending is just what you premeditated saying. And irrespective of what I would say, given the time of day, it goes in one end of your head and has to come out the other, irrespective of what I react like or not.
Well, you know, I was just saying, and I did notice, you know, your trousers were a fucking disgrace.
All right, aye. Right, so you're superficial, right? You've got a wee tiny superficial brain. So you think that I should focus on the appearance of my trousers that you don't know the story about, right? And you think I should care about some muck I have on my trousers that didn't wash off in time, or smeared when we had a go at it. And you're pretending that basically I am what you are. You're a disgrace. You've come up after the gig and hoped there's something you can say that I'll choose to have an adverse effect due to. You know, that's your accomplishment. I've got a standing ovation in the Albert Hall, right? And your performance is what you want attention from, which trumps me. You're a bird brain. You know, we're not in competition.
I think, you know, yeah, I think you've got mental health issues.
Once again, repeating, I am what you are, right? I've seen this my entire life, right? Every single moron who's jealous of me, who lacks the mental equipment to exist in reality, says, you are what I am. You are what I am. Right? You're all imbeciles, people like you. Yeah? I'm nothing like you. You're unaccomplished. Yeah? I've just accomplished something. Yeah? You've just witnessed people thanking me, appreciating it, and what I wanted to accomplish is beyond your comprehension. You have a superficial brain which can only guess about what you don't know will affect me. You're just hoping to bring me down because you've seen me up there and you've been jealous of me, and you're so insane, so delusional, you believe that you're superior to me, and so therefore you want to try and bring me down so I pretend along with a retard.
What kind of person would speak to a woman like that?
An honest man! Yeah, an honest man would tell you the truth to your ugly inbred face, you talentless fat cow.
Oh, listen to it now. Listen to you now. 1 minute you're God Almighty, the next thing you're trying to abuse women. You're a misogynist.
You're pretending to be the arbiter of reality. It doesn't work on real men. Yeah? I tell the truth. If you don't like it, fucking improve. Your shit's garbage. It doesn't work on real men. Yeah? You hate men. You're full of hatred, pretending I am what you are. You're a bigot, a sexist bigot, and a jealous, talentless, fat, mad, ugly, inbred, insane cow.
Listen to yourself, listen to yourself.
You're the one who needs to listen to herself. You can't fucking hear yourself. And if you didn't love that performance, you can't appreciate anything. And that's the problem. That's why you never improve, because you lack the mental equipment and ability to channel an appreciation Yeah, I performed brilliantly for you tonight. I've gone through ordeals even today to get here to help children, not for some stupid fat mad cow who considers herself to be a supreme being. You're an arsehole!